Well, as with all of the Derelict projects, this vehicle is just full of character. Really like the patina on this one. While we've done several blue Bronco Derelicts, we've never done this particular factory blue, and I really like it. I think the contrast with like all of the staining from the fuel tanks and bumps and bruises combined with the faded Wimbledon white, I just think it works out really, really nice. The body on this truck is really quite exceptional. Sometimes when we build out the Derelicts, they look to be great, and then once we tear them apart, they're complete. Well, train wreck might be a strong phrase, but basically there is often a lot of additional rust repairs that are hiding in like the floor panels and inner hidden panels. But we got lucky this time. Really, everything was good to go, and there was very minimal additional repair work needed. So all the patina that you see on this body is as found. Nothing on the body has been faked. The only faux patina on this build is on details such as the new dashboard, the new roll cage, the new tire carrier assembly, and the steering column. With the Derelicts, the Icon brand lizard is always present, but not always in the same place. So we'll move him around, put him in different spots, wherever he seems to think he is happiest and will get the best sunlight. In this case, you'll notice we put him on the front passenger fender. Yeah, it's a good spot for sun for him, but it also helped us hide a old like CB radio antenna hole that we really didn't want to patch and have to fake the patina. So that worked out pretty good. So it's a 1969, is number 121 in our Icon Bronco series. We built this truck with both the full removable hardtop as well as the bikini top. So I took it out, as you see here, and took some nice stills and a tiny bit of video to show you the bikini top configuration. Our bikini tops are the, well, at least I think, nicest ones on the market. They are 7 layers laminated and much more solid, stronger temper to the high quality German canvas. And then in addition to that, and probably of highest value, is the CNC'd hardware and tubular bent steel that we do to brace your windshield frame to the B-pillar of the roll cage. It's kind of odd. All the aftermarket bikini tops in the past for Broncos, like just whatever generic stuff online, don't have any sort of bracing. And unlike the FJ40s, when you take the top off, the windshield frame stays nice and rigid. But the factory configuration on the Bronco, not so much. So what ends up happening is your windshield frame wiggles and wags along and tap, tap, tap against the front upper edge of your hard doors, resulting in paint damage. And well, that's just no fun, even with the Derelict. So our design keeps all of that stuff nice and taut. So this truck is ready for adventure, be it bikini or be it full hardtop equipped. Mechanically, this truck has the Gen 3 Coyote aluminum fuel-injected V8 as found in the contemporary Mustang GT. That's sending power through to the Raptor 10-speed transmission with a unique transmission controller program using an HGM controller with Icon's proprietary program. So in factory applications, these transmissions have a bit of reputation for constantly hunting for gears. But I'm happy to say with our program, absolutely not an issue. We have sport mode as regular mode as well. With sport, it'll hold the RPMs a bit higher and make the shifts a little bit quicker. But really, either mode is wonderful. And I resisted this transmission upgrade for many years. I loved the old Ford AOD, good old bulletproof 4-speed with overdrive. But the core transmissions we need to build those from were becoming more and more difficult to find at the appropriate quality. So once our buddies at HGM came out with this trans controller to allow us to manipulate and fine-tune the transmission program, We jumped right in, and I'm happy that we did, and I ain't never going back. Personally, still prefer a manual, but as automatics go, it's really a wonderful, wonderful, capable tranny. I've also noticed a notable miles per gallon efficiency improvement with this transmission as opposed to our earlier one. I think that's because it is keeping the RPM range in a much narrower window as it shifts through those many, many gears. So not only is the vehicle quicker, but it is also notably more fuel efficient and quieter. Speaking of quiet, no Icon Bronco, in fact, no anything with a Coyote can be called quiet. But this one does have our restrained exhaust system, so that's the quieter of your two choices. We offer rowdy and we offer restrained. Restrained adds a secondary sort of baffle baby muffler resonator thingamajigger right by the tailpipe. It's mandrel bent stainless steel, and it's made in California specifically and exclusively for Icon by our partners at Borla. This client left it in the raw stainless ceramic coat, just wouldn't make much sense in this situation. So once you leave the Raptor 10 speed, power continues through the famous Atlas 2 twin stick shift on the fly part-time four-wheel drive 2-speed transfer case, continuing to 1310 U-joints, custom drive shafts, and then all that power ends up in our Curry Industries scratch-built 100% new content Dana architecture axle assemblies. In the front, we have a high pinion Dana 44 based system and a high pinion Burley Dana 60 based system in the rear. In the center of those diffs, you will find the optional ARB locking differentials, front and rear, with a dedicated air compressor. And on the outer ends of those assemblies, you will find our famous Icon Brembo Sport brakes. So Hydro Boost assisted, 6-piston front calipers, 4-piston rear with a dedicated mechanical parking brake. Super burly, but frankly, you can never have enough brakes. While some people complain about our large wheels, come on, they're only 18-inch. To fit a 17 or smaller, you would be accepting significant compromise in brake performance. Plenty of shops are happy to do that for you, but we just are not. These wheels, more specifically, are the Icon forged aluminum wheels. So they look like old heavy steelies, but they are lighter and stronger and made in California specifically for Icon. They're a 6-on-5 bolt pattern, and we do sell those on the website as well. It being a Derelict, those wheels are patina finished and the stainless hubcaps are acid aged to flow with the design and general exterior wear evident on this truck. And yeah, they work great. We added the optional Icon spare tire carrier assembly. That again is our design and manufacture. It removes the spare from the body, which is a train wreck, and places the bearing weight responsibility of that upon the chassis. Our spare tire carrier assembly is available for you to install on your stock or modified vintage Gen 1 Bronco with or without body lift, and it's becoming a very popular kit. It also adds further stability and safety to your chassis because hiding beneath the stock style chrome bumper is a thick wall heavy gauge steel cross member that adds one more ladder section to the stock frame. Works out really nice. Headlights on this truck are the dated but amazing Hella H4 halogen lights with glass housings, no plastics. And the only other evident option on the exterior would be the auxiliary LED reverse light mounted on that spare tire. Moving on to the inside, this truck has really nice interior. The interior pattern was inspired by the, I think it was only 1966 and 1967 available factory vinyl. So usually on the base bench seat models, it has this embossed pattern that's kind of like an old match box. So yeah, we were inspired by that. We did not do leather on this truck. We did high-end marine rated imported vinyl from Europe, and it has the embossed center sections on the front and rear seats, and also added as a portion on the door and cargo panels. Door panels are the Icon old school design package with the CNC'd cups for the door release, but obviously we coordinated the same materials from the seats. You have the underlit chrome spears going down those panels, and those have 2 stages of light output. So at night when the headlights are on, it's very low output and a warm white that just gives you a nice interior vibe. And then when the dome light is turned on manually from the headlight switch by rotating it counterclockwise fully, or when you open the tailgater doors, it comes on super bright, and it's just a nice system. We ran the early generation Bronco 2-spoke style steering wheel, in this case in the stock black finish. And then that steering column, while it sort of blends in, it is a more contemporary design that we do with our friends at I Did It. And it has tilt functionality for ergonomic fine tuning. It is also collapsible in the case of a significant impact. In the front, we're running the usual Icon bucket seats with all CNC'd hardware. You'll notice that the recline mechanisms and handles are powder coated in a sort of subtle under the radar gray finish, which then matches the powder coat finish on other interior trim, such as the Icon stainless steel center console. We do retail those consoles. They're available on the website when they're in stock. I think we still have a couple in stock, but every time we restock a batch, they're gone quickly. Most of the top Bronco shops in the country are now running our consoles. They have a dedicated subcompartment for a contemporary double den head unit that has its own security lid, and then magnets to keep that lid from rattling when it's in the open position. And in the primary basin of that console is a gun-rated lockable safe with a gas assist shock for the lid, a flush mechanism for the lock and opening handle, and then you have LED lighting on the inside as well as on the rear plane, complemented by additional high-speed USB charge ports and cup holders with factory F-150 Ford removable rubber cup inserts. We're also running our new school style Rosen aircraft intended sun visors. They are so much better than the stock ones that we are pretty much running them on everything. Even though their appearance is contemporary, it doesn't really seem to bug anyone because they just work so well. We retail those use on your own vehicle, and we have 2 versions. We have the ones as you see here, and we have DEMS and specs published on the site. And then there's another version that's more universal, where you maintain the original mounting point and shaft from your factory visors, and then simply use the coupling and attach them. Really good product. Again, made in America, which is nice. On the headliner on this truck, we have a light gray Alcantara finish, which you can't see there or in the doors or transmission tunnel or floor or quarters, is the copious amounts of Dynamat. And then the Derelicts look like we did nothing, but we do media blast the underside of the bodies to raw white metal. We use 3M caulking, then we etch the surface, then we prime it, then we seal it, then we coat the bottom side of all body panels as well as the inside floor surfaces in a black heat cured polyurea. So it's subtle, it's actually almost invisible, but it adds a lot of rust protection and sound isolation and thermal isolation to the bodies. It works out very, very nice. For suspension on this truck, we are running the recently updated Icon Sport Suspension. We're now working with the great team at Ryger. That is the sister brand to KW, which is very well known in the US for their on-road vehicle applications. But Ryger on the international stage is very well known for four-wheel drive, sport, off-road, and utility product lines. But they're not really that well known yet here in the States, but we are absolutely thrilled with them. So you have tunable shocks, you have remote canisters, they're nitrogen charged, you have also adjustable sway bars, and it's just a really nice package. Not to say that the previous generation Icon suspension with our Fox racing shocks was not already significantly better than anything and everything else in the market, but this is even better. The audio system in this truck is the elevated audio, so that means they get the hidden bass in a custom basin built underneath the driver's seat. The amplifier and other related audio components are hiding under the passenger seat. So if you need to tune them, you can get to them, but they're not in your way. And then the Focal K2 with separates for principal speakers, front and rear. Further options in the audio package on this truck include the reverse camera and the sat radio. The latest gen, as you see here, the Pioneer NEX head unit is quite nice because now it is tetherless CarPlay. And then of course you have the sat radio, navigation, Bluetooth, CD, everything you're going to need, and arguably then some. For example, I don't think anyone's ever put a CD in one. There you go. That's pretty much the entire story. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to get to know our brand and watch my many videos. If you have any questions, please reach out. Otherwise, follow us on Instagram. That's really where all the fun goes down. We're on Facebook too. Whatever. See ya.